What up, peace? It's your boy Wax Roof TV. If you haven't already, please go ahead and smack that subscribe button. Yeah, man, just back to pumping out this content. Sorry for the layoff, but trying to find a consistent schedule. My schedule's been all over the place. Once I can nail that down, then it's gonna be just on. We're just gonna keep rolling out this content. But like I said, it's your boy Wax Roof TV. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share this video, and most importantly, let's have a discussion in the comments. So I got an album review for today. Nicholas Craven and Sha Hef. So been a fan of Sha Hef. I was about to say Sean Hef. Sha Hef for a little while now, thanks to my brother Esteban. Little story, we actually went to a concert out in the city. He had been a Sha Hef fan for a little while. He had put me on, so I'm just starting to get into his music. So we're at the show, got our cameras, recording the show. Sha Hef's performing live. Mayhem was there, Bodega Bams. So during Sha Hef's set, he's on stage doing his thing, comes down from the front of the stage, and he like grabs our camera, and he's right in front of the camera, just rapping, doing his thing right into the fucking camera. So we're like, yo, we got some ill footage. Like, home was in our camera. Get home, whole SD card was corrupted, so we lost all that footage. It was some fire footage, but sucks that we lost it. Part of the game, though. Unfortunately, when you're making content, you're gonna run into those issues every now and then where some footage just ain't gonna have to. It's just not gonna come out, due to things like this. But yeah, man, Nicholas Craven. If you don't know who he is, dude's been around for a little while now. I say he's single-handedly responsible, outside of 38 Special, for reviving Ransom's career. I mean, just all the work he's done with Ransom has been amazing. The project he did with Boldy James was fire. He's just a dope producer, heavy on the samples, heavy on the strings, heavy on the piano keys. I love it. Just, real pure hip-hop sound. So this album just further proves why single producer, artist, or group is the way to go. Like, the cohesion's there. You get a specific sound. It just usually meshes together well. Not to say that you can't have multiple producers on the album, but I just feel like it's a more complete project when you got one producer front to back. So it's 8 records long. He's got 2 features on here. 8 tracks long. He's got 2 features, Jay Worthy and Rome Streets. That's another thing I pay attention to when I'm about to listen to somebody's project. Their features. Sometimes your features kind of stamp what type of MC you are. So if you're somebody who can rap, spit, and you're getting other spitters to jump on your project, 9 times out of 10, you can spit. You know what I mean? So I definitely pay attention to features. When I'm about to listen to an album, or if I'm about to put myself onto a new artist, I'll look at their catalog, go through their discography. Features will tell you a lot. But with that being said, man, let's jump into it. So like I said, 8 tracks. It was totaling 23 minutes. Nick Craven on the production all the way through. First record is 7 Figures. A dope sample. I really like Sha Hef's cadence throughout this project. Like, when I listen to him rap, he just reminds me more of like that. He gives me Bully vibes, and I love it. You know what I mean? Like, it's more of I'm going to take what I want. I ain't waiting for it to be given to me. But, with the production on this being a little slower, not as heavy on the bass or boom bap. Don't get me wrong, there's still some boom bap, some heavy sampling. It's just a little smoother. It's the best way to put it, I guess. So he actually slows down his cadence a little bit. He's a little smoother, kind of taking a different approach from the last time I actually listened to a Sha Hef project. And I enjoy it, man. It was dope. He still gives you that aggression, still gives you that pain. He's gonna get his point across. He's gonna give you those street tales. It's all there. Just a small tidbit difference in his delivery. Track 2, Stovetop Therapy. Nick Craven starts the track off with some smooth piano sounds. It sounds like a horn in there as well. I could be wrong. I don't necessarily know all these instruments. I can tell you what it sounds like. I probably could if I sat there and really, really dissect it. But sometimes you just end up with that stank face and you just like, damn, this shit hard. I got this shit hard. So yeah, he got the pianos. Sha slows his flow down on there as well. But it works. He's, like I said, he's still delivering those real gritty street tales, giving you his life, giving you his reality, and just basically what's going on with him. Track 3, Public Enemy, dope track, same thing. Nicholas Craven killed the strings on this. He had some quotables on here that I thought was fire. I wrote down emotions ain't for kings, they for babies, and how you claim you out the mud when your hands is dry. So, you know, kind of what a lot of rappers buy into to some degree, or just like they model that they follow, you know, with having their emotions on froze and stuff like that. But I mean, he's got a point to some degree. You live in that certain life, or you know, trying to get to a certain place. Sometimes emotions got to be set aside, and business is business. So I definitely can relate to that. How you claim you out the mud, but your hands is dry. Basically saying if you claiming you in these trenches, man, you got to get dirty. It is what it is. So those stood out to me on there. Track 4, One of One. Another crazy start with the production. Fire strings, man. Title says it all. Leave it at that. Thanks for Nothing featuring Jay Worthy. Jay Worthy comes correct on here. Man, shout out to Jay Worthy too, man, because he's been stepping it up lately. You know, he got his project with Rock. He got a project with, was it Harry Fraud or Alchemist? One of them. Long story short, since I've been put on the Harry Fraud, he been on the come up with each project that he puts out as well. So shout out to Harry Fraud. Yeah, so thanks for nothing. Shy have spaz on this. Obviously, he just talking that shit, just moving and shaking on his own words, and basically saying he did what he had to do without you, more or less. So thanks for nothing. My man still got it done. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got my notes, but I'm still about to be all over this place, man. It's one take wax. Don't forget that. We doing all solid, so one shot, very minimal with the editing. Um, yeah, so then we got Just You and Me, fire sample. You know, Sha jumps on, spazzes, just real quick. It's kind of a shorter track. Jumps on, he spazzes, and he's out. It's just like, boom, come in, rock your shit, and then keeps it moving. So definitely enjoyed that. Number 7, we got Gildan Part 2 featuring Rome Streets. Rome is another person that's been on fire lately with his singles, whether it's his singles or his own project. But lately I've been seeing, I'm sorry, not his singles, whether it's his features. And lately I've been seeing him just featured on so much. Gildan Part 2, I like the name of this track. If you don't catch that right away, it's, you know, might be over your head. But long story short, Gildan, t-shirt brand. You know what I mean? Someone's face on the t-shirt. So Rome spaz. I love the Gildan metaphor. Rome had a line on there that stood out to me. He said, knowledge ain't nothing if you ain't absorbing it. I thought that was pretty fire. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. And then Collect Call is a freestyle with him over the phone, whether he's in the pen or out the pen, or just whether it's portrayed as that. I'm not 100% sure. To be honest with you, I don't know if Shahef is locked up or not. Like, I'm a fan of him, but I don't necessarily follow him. That's why I didn't know that when this project dropped. I just randomly came across it recently. But that's a whole, you know, that's part of one of my biggest reasons why I hate the way music has been dropping. It's just so much heat that you can't even keep up with it. I've said that multiple times. I'll continue to say it. I just really hate how stuff has just been like this, just boom, rapid fire coming out. Because stuff like this gets overlooked, and I think this project is fire. Overall, man, 2 features was good enough for the project. He didn't overdo it, which a lot of rappers can do sometime. I think Sha showed some versatility compared to his regular flow, like just being super aggressive and just boom, right in your face. Loved his cadence, loved the way he slowed it down. So overall, man, I really enjoyed this project. It's going to be in rotation for a while. I've been giving it some spins at the gym and just riding the whip. So if you've listened to it, let me know what you think of Shahef. If you haven't, check it out. What do you guys think of Nicholas Craven? Like I said, I feel like he's been on fire. He's been on like a 5 to 7 year run at this point. Sky's the limit for both those gentlemen. If you haven't already, like I said, man, subscribe to this video. I want to know what you guys think. Share this video. Hit that like button. It's your boy Wax, Wax Groove TV. Peace.